What's up, YouTube? I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I cover fashion on this channel, but mostly we talk about the all-important fragrance. Fragrance is the one thing that only takes you about 5 to 10 seconds, depending on if you're a savage or not, to spray it on. And as I always say, it's an immediate upgrade to your personal marketability. So I think it's really important. So we talk about that on this channel. We get all into it. So if you're into that kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe, man. And don't forget to enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. So that way when I upload new content, you'll get notified. So on today, guys, we're going to talk about an aspect of fragrance that I really enjoy, which is the Scentrail, or as it is formerly referred to, the sillage. That's when you walk by somebody and your scent that you're wearing leaves a nice scent trail for the person that you are encountering or passing by to enjoy. I have 10 fragrances here that have an amazing scent trail. So great to the point where I recall scenarios where people have actually walked past and turned around. That means that the scent trail, they caught the scent trail and it was so intriguing that it left that person wanting to inquire about what fragrance I was wearing. So these have some amazing scent trails. Some fragrances do it better than others. It's not just about the fragrance smelling good, but really the projection of it and how it really, like I said, catches the wind when somebody is walking by. It's really what this is about. So this is gonna be fun, man. So if you want to see what's on the list, 10 amazing sexy scent trail fragrances, sexy sillage, that's what I call it. If you want to see what's on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. Hey.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump right into the video. We're not going to waste time. The first fragrance, should enjoy this one because it's a fragrance you haven't heard a lot about, not just on this channel, but on YouTube as a whole. And this is from the brand of Scentrail. This is a really, really underrated fragrance in my humble opinion. And this is called Celebs Woods. Celebs Woods, this is from Scentrail. Cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, tonka bean is some of the main notes in this fragrance, and this kind of puts you in the mindset of ombre narguilé or wajan or ombre tabac, 1 million privé apple pie. This kind of has a similar vibe. Now, it's not as sweet as some of the other fragrances I've talked about. There's, as the name indicates, there's more woods here. All right, there's a lot more woods here than you get with those fragrances. It's a very woody fragrance at the end of the day, but I am telling you guys, it catches people's attention. The sillage on this fragrance is absolutely amazing. So this is one you may want to put on your radar. Nobody really talks about this fragrance, but it's a good one from the brand of Scentrail, Celebs Woods. All right, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Chanel, and I'm talking about chanelallurehommesporteauextreme. All right, this is mint, mandarin orange, tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood. Listen, this, I can recall so many very specific situations where people have walked by and turned around and come back and asked what I was wearing when wearing this. This scent profile is so freaking alluring, man. That nice, fresh, minty mandarin orange opening, then of course it gets really creamy and sweet when it dries down with that vanilla, tonka, and sandalwood combination. Trust me, guys, if you've never smelled this one at this point, this is one you should definitely, I think everybody needs to smell this one. It is a very versatile, easy to wear, compliment pulling machine. So check it out from the brand of Chanel, chanelallurehommesporteauextreme. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Bond number 9, and I'm talking about this one, Greenage Village. All right, this is lychee, jasmine, and broxin, praline, vanilla. Yeah, it's a really, really sweet fragrance. It's really sweet. It's a lot sweeter kind of interpretation, if you will, of Baccarat Rouge 540. There's some similarities to that DNA, but this is a lot sweeter. Lychee, really sweet note. Of course, vanilla, praline, all these things, very, very sweet fragrance. But people love sweet. This fragrance really performed well. It jumps off the skin. I recall me and the missus went to a meeting in Miami for business, and this is one of the fragrances I took with me. I got so many people asking about this fragrance because it's just one of those really attention-grabbing fragrances. The sillage is amazing because it performs well. So anyway, this is one if you're looking for a nice fragrance that, at least in my experience, leaves a nice scent trail. Check this one out from bottle number 9. This is Greenage Village. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I want to talk about is this one from the brand of Nishan Hasiat. This fragrance, of course, features pineapple, oak moss, patchouli. When it first came out, there were so many people talking about Aventage, and just because it had pineapple in it. And like I said, to me, this is only about a 10-15% similarity, maybe 20. But this is so much of an earthier fragrance. Like I said, the patchouli and oak moss, that's why I listed those two notes as prominent notes, because this is such an earthy kind of green fragrance. And that's kind of different from what you get from Aventage, which is more the pineapple and the birch or smokiness. All right, so at the end of the day, I've told so many stories about this. This is one of those fragrances, this is straight to Parfums. And I've told the story so many times about wearing this fragrance and, getting inquiries about the fragrance. People don't even have to be close to you because this thing performs like a monster, trust me. And people just inquiring about it. It's just an intriguing fragrance at the end of the day, and the sillage on it is amazing. So check this one out if you haven't yet, from Nishan. Try Hasiat. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list that I want to talk about comes from the brand of Unique Luxury. It's this, Crush on Me. All right, Crush on Me. This is ginger, caramel, patchouli, some of the main notes. This is really about the caramel and patchouli. It's kind of fresh in the opening, but then that sweet caramel and that patchouli comes into play. This is what people refer to as a chocolatey kind of patchouli. It's all in this fragrance right here. Straight to Parfum. This brand, for the most part, straight to Parfum concentrations. This thing performs like a monster. Seriously, you shouldn't do more than 3 sprays of this. And I know most people spray more than that. You shouldn't do more than 3 sprays of this. The attention that it garners has a lot to do with the performance. They can smell you from across the room wearing this stuff. Trust me, I tell you, especially if you spray more than 3 sprays. So it's not hard to really people to catch the scent trail on this one because it's such a performance monster. But anyway, it does smell good. It's a really great fragrance for going out, in my humble opinion. From the brand of Unique Luxury, Scentrail monster on this one, Crush on Me. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Electus, and it is Austere. And this one has anise, geranium, patchouli, ambergris, some of the main notes. Guys, guess what? This smells a lot, almost a dead ringer to Blue Sapphire from Bodicea de Victorious. Almost a dead ringer. So check this one out, Austere. You get it for obviously a fraction of the cost than what you're going to pay for Blue Sapphire. But just like Blue Sapphire, amazing sillage, sexy scent trail on this fragrance. Blue Sapphire does the same thing, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this one because I talked about that fragrance a lot, and I know it's expensive, but this is a more affordable alternative. I'm not saying it's cheap, because you're still probably gonna have to spend around $200, $250 for this, but it's a lot less expensive than Blue Sapphire. So amazing fragrance with a nice scent trail from the brand of Electus. This is Austere. All right, the next fragrance that I want to talk about comes from the Chanel exclusive line. I've mentioned this fragrance a few times recently. This is called Boy from Chanel. This is lavender, lemon, sandalwood, vanilla. A beautiful aromatic fougere. You can tell the quality here. And again, women are used to smelling fougere on guys. It's a kind of masculine scent profile. And this is one of the best, guys. Chanel fragrances, if you've never smelled anything from their exclusive line, extremely high level as far as the quality of the fragrance. You will not be disappointed. And this fragrance leaves an intoxicating scent trail. Trust me on that. So check it out from the brand of Chanel. This is called Boy. This next fragrance is also a fragrance that doesn't get talked about a lot these days, but if you love sandalwood, this creates a really nice scent trail. From the brand of Serge Lutens, this is Scentrail Majuscule. And then this, you get sandalwood, You get some rose in here, a little hint of rose and a little bit of cacao on the dry down of the fragrance as well. But for the most part, what you're dealing with here is a beautiful sandalwood fragrance. So if like Scentrail 33 is a bit much for you, try this fragrance right here because it's a lot more subdued, but it performs well enough where people are going to pick up that scent trail. A little bit more, of course, like an intimate fragrance, if you will, compared to a fragrance like Scentrail 33 that features sandalwood. Guys, check this thing out. I'm telling you, sexy sillage all day. This is Scentrail Majuscule. All right, the next fragrance comes from the brand of Parfums de Marly, and we're talking about Percival. Percival, yes, this is lavender, hedione, and ambroxan, and musk as some of the main notes. Listen, you talk about a mass appealing scent DNA. Remember Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, and you remember Mont Blanc Legend. All right, this is the niche version of those fragrances. The thing about this one is it performs a lot better than those fragrances. And those fragrances, you talk about sillage. I remember when if you've never been to the store Abercrombie and Fitch, the fragrance Fierce, they would spray that in the store, and it was that sillage was so good it made people come into the store. So imagine that on steroids with this fragrance right here, a more refined kind of interpretation. I've had so many guys, females alike, inquire about this fragrance when I've worn it. Scentrail is amazing. Once this catches the wind, it's game over. So I haven't talked about it as much lately, but if you talk about one of the fragrances with an amazing scent trail, check out Percival from Parfums de Marly. And I saved this fragrance for last because most of you will probably attest to the fact that if you've worn this, you know exactly what I'm talking about compliments and sexy scent trail from the brand of Creed. This is a vintage cologne. And not much needs to be said about this one, but you got mandarin orange, ginger, birch, and musk as some of the main notes. And guys, compliment, scent trail, sillage, it just works. If you haven't checked it out yet, do yourself a favor and check out a vintage cologne from the House of Creed. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today as I gave you 10 fragrances that have a very intoxicating scent trail. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you are sharing these out to some folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. Love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.